Welcome in, one and all.
Woo!
I swear to God, every time Blake's like, we're just like talking, and Blake's like, all right, we're going to count it in three, two, one, and then I'm just supposed to come up with some bullshit. Like, I don't even know.
That's what I pay you to do.
Well, I'm waiting for that check, buddy. But as always, it's your boy, Kale Austin, here with Kokamish co host, Mr. Blake Brooks. Blake, I like that Jordan shirt. How are you doing today?
I've had this for since high school, believe it or not.
It's a good shirt, good quality.
I also have another one that's the exact same thing, but it's purple and green.
I 100% believe that. As always, joining us.
I'm good, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, well, you talked other shit. I forgot about it. I even asked you that. The permanent guest, Mr. Garrett Goebel. Garrett, I also like your shirt.
I wore this flannel to work today, and then I worked out in this shirt, which is an old work shirt.
Interesting. Wait, you got to wear the flannel to work today?
Yeah, it's been cold here, so I've been wearing flannels tucked into khakis.
That's a good look.
Business casual, baby.
Is no one going to say they like my shirt? I'm just putting the feelers out.
Not really a Duke fan.
If I liked your shirt, I would say something.
Okay, fair enough. All right. But anyway, welcome in. I didn't even say this last time. I'm such a bad intro person, but welcome to the pre-game pod, which, by the way, is the full name. There's the word game in there that I forget about all the time.
Pre-pod game.
See, it kind of throws it off. We got to talk about that. We'll work on it in the off season.
Yeah, hell yeah. Anyway, we forgot to do this in the recap, but Caleb, my hot take about you losing was not right.
Come true. My hot take did not come true because I bet the Giants were going to lose.
My hot take hit in spades.
And what was yours?
That the Colts would win by more than a field goal.
Didn't they play the Broncos? No, who did they play?
The Raiders.
Oh, that's right. Jeff Saturday, Coach of the Year. Just saying.
Might be.
Well, I mean, realistically, it's Pete Carroll, I want to say.
Oh, God, yes. Yes.
I can't remember what Steve said, but he said something. I think
he said some things.
I think it was pretty wild, if I remember right. I
don't think it was plausible.
Yeah, but I got the standings pulled up, and man,
oh man, watching Law and Order.
You think what?
I hear the Law and Order theme song.
Dun,
oh God! Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hate Dick Wolf, by the way, producer of Law and Order.
That
man has made the same show 17 times and keeps getting paid for it.
Because Hannah watches the girl version, SVU, and SVU is really fucking gross.
Yeah.
And I don't like watching that one.
Dick Wolf made Law and Order. He made SVU. He made Chicago PD. He made Chicago Med. He made Chicago Fire. They're all the same bullshit, and he's still making money off it, and people still watch it.
Doing something right.
Just saying, I don't like it.
Anyway, playoff projections here. Standings. Caleb in sole tiedness.
Okay,
first place.
You might understand. You probably understand because you guys play fantasy football. But the fact that I, at one point in time, looked at those percentages and it said 6, I was at a 6% playoff chance, and I still may not make the playoffs. I understand that, but the fact that I have gotten back to where I'm at a 73, like I literally just pull up the past couple of days, and I'm just like, man. I said I had to give myself a shot, and I got a shot.
I would like to say you're welcome for doing my damnedest to lose and lose and lose. And,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bring your percentage up.
You definitely got an assist.
It's crazy, though, because like our percentages, I know are like whatever, but our whole division, aside from Grayson, is one game apart.
Yeah, can you imagine if us three and Austin win and Steve loses? Or I'm sorry, actually, I guess I would have to be considered losing now. So if me and Steve lose and you two plus Austin win, and we're all sitting at 6-5 with 3 games left,
that would be fucking wild.
And I mean, if you want to add on to it, like, what if, I don't know if this is even possible, but what if Philly and Phillip both win? or both lose. I'm sorry, and they're 6-5. I don't think that's possible. That's
It
too many
is
losing
because
teams.
I play Philly.
Well, you guys would both have to lose to both be 6 and. Oh yeah, if you okay. So
It's
who
a
does
big
Philip
game.
play? Garrett, do you play Philip? No, I
No, I
don't.
play Trav.
I think it might be Steve. Sadly,
He plays Steve. Philip plays Steve.
so it's not possible. But damn, that would be wild. But still, there could be 5 teams sitting at 6-5 with 3 games left.
That would be wild.
I would hate it.
It would be probably the closest into the season we've ever had. Because, we've had some close ones, but this is like the entire division is almost the same record, or the entire league's almost the same record.
It's coming down to the nitty gritty for sure. I think it's going to get ugly towards the end. Things are definitely going to be said by me that not necessarily I want to apologize for.
You're already just not proud of those statements, right?
I'm not going to be proud of it. I'm not going to apologize. That's for damn sure.
I would never expect that.
But maybe just don't take it personally.
Fair enough.
It's fantasy football.
Well, enough staring at this bad boy. Let's dive right in, boys.
Let's do it. What do you want? You want to start with the your game, Blake Brooks?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Who do you play?
I play.
Oh
Mr.
yeah, this is a big
Philly.
game.
It is
This
a
is a
very
big
big
game.
game according to the standings.
Huge game. Okay. I don't think I said anything about this last week, but Billy's team name just keeps getting worse and worse.
I don't get what. I don't know if he's like doing it on purpose now, or
here's how I know. I know that it's a bad name. I'm on a laptop, full screen, and his name won't fit on the fucking thing. Like it still has ... Like I don't know. Like I understand on the phone app, it's got to cut some shit off. It's smaller phone screen, but it should be there.
I clicked on his profile, so it can't get any bigger than this. Still ...
It's
like I'm not even on a matchup.
It's
So
ridiculous.
it's bad. I fucking hate it. It's so.
I just pick a name and stick with it. Like my Glizzy Guzzlers, I've been happy with all year. There was one year where I changed my name each week.
I was gonna say I've done that before, and so I can't hate on it.
Yeah, but I was changing my name according to who I was playing, and I feel like Phillies has no rhyme or reason, and then I have no understanding what they're coming from.
Yeah, I don't know where they're coming from.
But that's all the reason I got to take this vile creature down. With that being said, my team is back at full strength as it can be. I've lost Zach Ertz. That does hurt. He did my team well.
But you have that new tight end.
I got a shiny new tight end. Thank you, Mr. Garrett. Lamar's got a juicy matchup against Carolina. I have a lot of hope for that.
That's fair. Mixon's got a pretty good matchup.
Mixon's got a decent matchup. Dameon Pierce, that worries me. Washington looked pretty formidable, I will say.
They just controlled the ball in that game. Time possession was ridiculous. But they could do the same thing to Houston and still win, and Dameon Pierce not have a lot of offense going.
Yeah. And I mean,
I like your matchup this week, Blake. One of the main reasons is Tua is on bye.
That does help you.
That's
so much.
Yeah, but unless Rodgers plays like last week, which he actually played decent, I think. Well, not really.
But didn't Tua get like 28?
I'm more scared of Tua than I am Aaron Rodgers this year.
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Tua's like in MVP races, and Rodgers is like
living on last year.
Dog shit.
Now Tennessee's defense, correct me if I'm wrong, is not great. But I don't know.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers isn't great this year.
From what I remember, Tennessee's defense likes to give up passing yards.
That's scary. But
still, Tua's on bye. I'm trying to find a silver lining for you, dude.
I am glad you pointed that out because that's a pivotal thing, honestly.
And Nick Chubb plays Buffalo, but honestly, I think Buffalo's
good run stoppers.
Given up. I think that might be wrong. I think they've given up quite a bit of running yards, man.
Well, hopefully what happens
fantasy-wise.
is they're playing from behind and they can't run the ball a lot.
I did hear there may be like 2 feet of snow on the field when they play that game.
Oh, that might be worse.
I'm just being honest.
Then
Well,
Chubb's
there's
just
just
gonna.
not going to be a lot of points either way.
Yeah.
I will say Dalvin Cook. Looking at all these matchups, like Dalvin Cook's playing Dallas, they have a very stout defense.
Yeah.
Um,
IU plays Arizona. They
Yeah,
don't
they do,
have a
baby.
defense.
yeah, but then that goes the same for Debo for me. So,
Devontae Adams against the Broncos.
and
How
Devontae
about
is
just-
hurt. I don't know what happened to him.
Don't start Debo. What are you doing?
I don't have any other choice.
Well, that's a lie. I see George Pickens is playing.
You're right, but I
see Wandale is playing. You have choices. I'm not saying they're good ones, but you have choices.
I just keep having hope that Debo's going to do something. And like pull him up, click on him.
You could put Kadarius Toney where Debo is, and then you have literally your whole bench.
Aside,
Are you not starting Cordero?
No.
For real?
Did you see what he did to me last week?
Dude, I'm hitting the over, the 2-time touchdown, everything on good. If he's on your bench, he's going off.
I don't
Okay.
even want
Start
to flip
him.
a coin. I just want to pick Philly because you're making stupid decisions.
If you look at Debo, aside from this past week and the week he got hurt, he has had double digits every week.
Who?
Debo. Debo had a 9-point week and a 6-point week, and the 9-point week was when he got hurt. And otherwise, it's been 15, 11, 23, 12, 13, 11.
You could damn near say the same thing about Cordero.
No.
He's 22-5, 22-9.
Oh, fuck.
Missed weeks,
Oh.
17-5.
Oh, he's going in. Put the man in. I'm putting him in now.
I'm just saying, if that's your logic, why is Cordero on your bench?
You better refresh that. Refresh that fantasy cast. Yeah.
Open
okay.
up to me. I was like, "What? You have Courtland Sutton?"
Yeah, that is.
Look,
that is
and
a
your
very
projection
good
went
point.
up.
Yeah, because Cordero's projected 8 instead of Kadarius Toney's 5, which I think he's going to get more than 5. Personally,
I think Cordero will get more than 8. Personally,
he is playing Chicago, who does have a solid run defense. That does make me nervous.
do they though? I feel like the past couple of weeks I've realized that like I had this mindset going into the season of like, oh, like Chicago, good defense, Baltimore, like a good defense, Buffalo, like a super good defense, and that is somewhat true as far as like NFL standards go. But when it comes to fantasy, like
Fantasy's
they're
different.
still giving up points to these positions. It still happens like weekly, and like even Chicago's given up a lot of points in their past few games.
I agree.
The Jets defense isn't bad. You know, they got a killer.
That's
What is
another
it,
thing I had to
9?
realize that the Jets are actually pretty fucking good.
I mean, they beat the
They're
beat the
8-2, aren't they?
Bills because they could get to the quarterback.
Yeah. I think they have 3 losses, but
Now, here's the interesting thing. Brandon Cooks, I don't know if you guys heard about this. He got his captain standing taken away today.
yeah, he did.
So
Is he in Philly's lineup? I would take him out of my lineup. I would have traded him just because something's going on there.
yeah, I hope he starts him because I feel like he's not going to do well. And I traded him
This
for
flex.
that man.
I
Thank
know.
God I got him.
I hate to say it, but I flipped a coin and I picked Philly. So
You can stop this at any time, Garrett.
I started.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
that's
going
not-
back to myself. I'm feeling confident. I feel like this is my week to come back. After Caleb strongly showing me the Cordero trend.
Hold up. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. There's an issue. But
Well, we can continue.
yeah, but Caleb's right. Cordero has a down week followed by an explosion. And he sure had a down week. So maybe the more down the week, the more explosion there is.
I think he's gonna be fine. Who's your pick? Well, you picked yourself. Should we pause it?
think it's okay. I hear Michelle laughing. I was worried for a second. But I got a shiny new Tyler Higbee that is fresh off of Cooper Kupp being knocked out. So now he's going to be just eating targets.
Caleb, who's your pick?
Blake.
Yes.
There it is. Okay.
I'm sorry, by the way. Michelle just got back from climbing, and me thinking logically, thinking she would text me like, "Hey, I'm on the way home" or whatever.
Just breaking into your house.
Instead, she just beats on my fucking window.
Oh boy!
I literally went and I saw her flip flops, so I knew it was her. But I was literally going to get the gun.
Oh god, Caleb.
That would have been a wild reaction there. But
All right.
as you were gone, Caleb, I was hyping up your Cordero knowledge to me, and I like it.
I would play Cordero for sure. But anyway, where are we going? That's the next
one.
Steve and Philip.
All right.
It's kind of like really sad that these teams have the same record because I have the utmost respect for Philip's team.
Yeah, Philip seems scary. The fact that I have to play it again this year, I'm not happy about.
Yeah, I have to play him again too. It's scary for sure.
I don't think I play Philip again, thankfully.
I mean, Steve's just barely projected over 100, and I think that's a high projection. They've got.
Fuck.
What was that about?
I flipped a coin already.
I'll put you down for Steve.
Yeah, thanks.
This game, 101 to 112. Philip also does not have a tight end in right now.
Okay. Justin Fields can score a shit ton of points.
He sure can, but he is projected 20.
I got a window.
But he has surpassed 20.
So can McCaffrey. To be fair, McCaffrey can easily.
McCaffrey can score a lot of points.
I have to think Steve is looking at other tight end options because Mark Andrews is going to be back.
I mean, Goddard is going to come back eventually,
I told him
too.
No, Goddard's
messaged me about it.
I think Goddard's like dead.
I thought he was coming back.
I think he's going to miss significant time, and Steven's in a win now kind of situation. Well, I mean, we're all in win now situations, so.
And I see Steve's hoping Christian Watson repeats his 3-touchdown game, which it's impossible for that to happen.
Yeah, but he could still have a good game.
He had 4 catches for 107 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I don't know. Maybe this week it's 5 for 50 and a touchdown. Like, that's still a good week.
Am I missing something here? Why are the Patriots in over the Bills defense?
I would play the Bills because it's Cleveland and it's a snow game, but the Pats don't have a bad defense.
Yeah, but the Jets aren't a bad team, though.
So, yes, that's true, but the Jets rely
some people. They are missing some people.
And the Jets rely on their defense. So, like, that Pats-Jets game, that's going to be like a 10-7. Like, it's going to be a really low-scoring game. That they played 2 weeks ago, and it was super low-scoring.
Okay.
But I would still play. I would risk it for the biscuit with the Bills.
Yeah.
They could shut them out. I mean,
Bills are going to be used to that cold weather, and I don't think who do they play. I guess Cleveland.
Yeah, but
it's kind of cold, but not anything like freaking Buffalo.
I mean, the Browns are dead, and the Buffalo's going to be playing hard because they've been embarrassed the last few weeks.
Yeah, they just lost.
Yeah, they're going to be playing for blood, and I think I'm picking Phillip. I think it's pretty easy. I hate picking Phillip after his fucking trade debacle this morning.
Phillip doesn't even have a tight end in.
I can't decide if I want to pick with my heart or with my logic.
Jesus Christ, he's projected 112 and he doesn't even have a tight end in. Okay.
And he doesn't have Jalen Waddle.
Fuck.
That's probably why he didn't want to trade. Well, I would have given him 2 wide receivers, so that makes no sense.
I'm taking Steve.
There we go, Caleb. Ride with me.
It's because I think I'm gonna pick myself. I think I can win this week, but I just don't think I'm gonna lead the division after this week. So that means Steve is also gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
That's
fair.
I mean, seriously, like Justin Fields could like get 40 points this week.
very easily. And they play Atlanta. Like,
yeah. So there's definitely a path.
There's a path. Up next, I have Grayson and Nellis.
He's projected 20, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
He could double that
Yeah.
in an instant. But I'm sorry.
All right. I see that Grayson does not have a full team in.
Neither does Nellis.
Neither does Nellis.
I think Grayson almost has a full team.
It's one. Look at their records. It's 3-7 and 7-3. So it's one of the worst teams versus one of the best teams.
Imagine if Nellis loses and he's also 6-4 with all the rest of us all of a sudden.
I'm picking.
Well, he wouldn't be 6-4. He's silly.
That's for sure.
I forgot Tampa Bay's on bye, and that also sucks because I have Mike Evans. But maybe.
Yeah, I can't start my boy Brady.
I need a we're just letting them take a break. They need a breather. The fact Nellis has Godwin and Kenneth Walker on bye, and then Grayson is only missing a kicker and Christian Kirk.
Well, he's also missing Fournette and Metcalf, who are on his bench right now.
Oh, he just doesn't have anyone to put in. He's literally poor guy.
I mean, you could play Njoku. I mean, okay, so the coin told me Grayson, but he did have a good week last week.
He did.
You're right.
That's what Grayson is better than 3-7. I'm not gonna say he's like a lot better, but I feel like his team is around as good as like I feel like he deserves to be in the mix, but he's just.
I think he deserves at most 4-6.
I think
3-7 is fine.
He'd be one game back from like a playoff spot. I mean, I don't know.
I think Grayson's bye weeks and injuries are too much to overcome this week, and I think Nelson is just going to beat the meat off of him.
No, I'm Grayson all the way.
I think I'm Grayson. I think I'm Grayson.
You guys are crazy.
It's partially my heart, just like hoping that because if Nellis comes down a game and I do happen to get lucky and win, like
to be honest, I hope
it's one more team I could outbeat maybe.
Because the closer we get everyone to us, the better chances we have. Because I think Grayson's
That's
out.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Yes, Grayson is 0% chance. I think he might have a 1. I don't remember.
I think he has a 1.
But I mean, honestly, like.
Oh, guys, you guys weren't paying attention. Justin Tucker's not even in yet for Nellis.
Oh shit.
That would have put him over 100.
That'd probably put him over 200.
I mean, I'm sticking with Grace.
Yeah, I am also.
I got Garrett and Travis up next. That's a barn burner. Oh, a lot closer than I expected, to be honest.
Fuck you. I might still make some moves. I don't know.
Well,
Garrett has a full lineup in.
So does Travis. But he has Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. That is sus at best. I would start Dalton Schultz over those two.
My high scorers are out this week. It's tough. My
Josh Allen is in, first of all.
Yes, but my stars of the team,
yeah.
My wide receivers are out.
I can see why you're nervous now.
I told you.
I thought you were just kind of shit talking, but.
No, I don't even know if I'm going to play the Cowboys defense, dude. Like this sucks. My team's not good. They're not scoring points. Alvin Kamara could have a monster game against the Raiders because the Raiders are fucking dog shit. They are so terrible.
Now,
but like Josh Allen, he might have like an 11-point game in the snow.
Yeah, I will say he might have a very low scoring game just because of the weather. Like
I'm looking at, I just read through some of Travis's things. Keenan Allen, Juju, and Mike Williams all are still day to day, and I think apparently Keenan Allen's like still kind of on the doubtful side.
It's fair, but there's also, I mean,
Sure.
Think about. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Think about the other chance. They all three play. Chargers are back at full strength. Like maybe it's a high scoring shootout.
It is against Kansas
What side are
City.
you on, Caleb?
I'm just being honest. Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I want.
I'm not gonna lie. I want Travis to win.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you at all, Garrett.
I
I'm
fucking
sorry.
hate you, dude. I flipped a coin and I'm picking Travis.
Even though I want Travis to win, I am still picking Garrett. Garrett's gonna win this game.
Don't pick me. Don't pick me, you piece of shit.
I
Fuck
think
you.
Travis could pull this out. I'm going Travis.
Fuck you, you idiot.
I'm going Garrett for sure. Honestly, I don't really want Travis to win. I want him to finish 1 in whatever it is.
I am upset he won one game because he's. I don't know why we're talking about his team because
Who would we even plug in for Travis if we replaced him?
We don't need to talk about that on the pod.
Yeah, that's for off the pod.
I was just placing the seed out there. So maybe some comments and maybe a lucky subscriber.
If somebody comments and subs and says I want to play, all right.
AI generated team. I have another brother that we could put in.
Too many. No, last brother.
No, we put in Ethan and now he fucking shits on us every year. No.
He won the first time he was.
I know. So there's no chance I'm letting you have another brother in.
Because the year Austin joined, he won, and then the year Ethan joined, he won, and I'm pretty sure was Steve in the first year.
Steve was in the OG's crew.
Okay, so then he didn't. Because I was gonna say he won the second year, but I won the first year.
Yeah, and then there's people like me who've been in it since the beginning. And
well, then I guess we could say.
Oh, you've never won, Caleb?
Guys, the year I was put in the league, I won.
That's an asterisk year.
It wasn't PPR. It was like 8 teams.
No, 10. Thank you.
Which like asterisks.
Looking back at some of those teams is the funniest thing. I remember it was DeMarco Murray or something like that. I was like, DeMarco. I remember sitting in Caleb's living room in the chair.
Jumped literally 2-yard carry and Blake's on his fucking feet screaming.
It was for a tud.
I mean, that was 10 years ago, so the league changes. These teams, like the names are. I mean, I'm pretty sure Peyton Manning was my first-round draft pick that year. So
quarterbacks were big picks that year.
Anyway, what's the next?
Anyway, on to Austin and Ethan. Now, this is big for us because we need Ethan to win. Honestly.
Now, here is a team that I think is better than its record.
Austin's team is much better than his record.
Garrett, I would like to make a statement.
What?
Because I realized after this week something. And I agree with you. I think Austin has a very, very good team. Do you know that I have scored more points on this season than Austin?
I take back everything I said. Austin team's dog shit. He's 5-5.
I'm just saying. Like,
I think he started out hot, and I just planted in my mind that he's good. So
I think he has a good team. And I think his team is better than mine, honestly. But I don't know. My team scored more. It's not by a lot. I think it's by like 20.
I also think that Austin's team is better than mine as well.
Austin's team is good. It's scary. Like Austin could very easily slide into the wild card spot and win the whole fucking thing. Like,
look at this guy. He's got
me more miserable.
He's got 2 Detroit players. He's got 2 Buffalo players.
He would be the first back-to-back. That's the reason we need him to not win.
I don't want him to win.
We have 1 multi-time champion, but no back-to-backs. And if there's a back-to-back, we got to kick him out.
Yeah, he's got 2 Detroit players, 2 running backs, which it somehow works. 2 Buffalo receivers, which that's dangerous with it being a snowy possible game.
That is, but I mean they're also both good receivers.
Yeah, and then 2 Atlanta players, like one of them being a kicker. So do with that what you will.
I can't believe he's still starting Kyle Pitts.
That is wild.
I get it. You're holding on to that hope. Because tight end is so thin.
No, I'd start. He has Hayden Hurst.
He's the 20th ranked tight end.
Hayden Hurst averages what? Let's see. He averages a point and a half more game.
He's the 20th ranked tight end, It is wild that he's still rostered by 94.8% of teams. That is insane. Or leagues, I should say.
He's definitely the biggest bust of the year, to be honest.
Oh,
I got him the fuck off my team.
Well, I don't know. Between him and Najee Harris, Najee's been really bad.
Najee is up there. That is true. Najee's been rough.
Who has Najee?
Travis.
No excuse.
Yeah, I mean, Austin has probably a bigger bust in my opinion, and he's still 5-5.
I mean, DeAndre hasn't been great. He had 2 good games.
No, that's true, but Austin also has Jamal, so it doesn't.
It evens out.
It makes it hard to make decisions, but
I thought you were talking about Hopkins, and I was like, "Fuck you, dude."
Oh,
because
anyway,
Ethan has DeAndre Hopkins, so I thought you were like, "Well, DeAndre."
Yeah. Let me tell you now, my biggest regret from the draft is I thought about drafting D-Hop like a round before Ethan did, and I wish I would have.
I mean,
Ethan based his whole team around DeAndre Hopkins.
That 6 games he was suspended would be a long, but you lost them all. So
well, that's what I was 1-4 anyway. So what the fuck would it matter?
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, literally, look at Ethan's team is kind of in shambles. He's Travis Etienne's on bye. Cooper Kupp's
got
on IR.
No Cooper Kupp.
The man Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but he has Josh Jacobs who could score infinity points.
Not against Denver.
Denver's tough.
Oh, you're right.
Not against Denver.
I don't.
James Robinson.
I flipped the coin and it's Ethan. So
James Robinson plays New England.
DeAndre Hopkins can score a lot, so that's what I'm.
San Francisco's got a good defense though,
and Baltimore's defense could score like 30 points against Carolina.
Yeah, honestly.
Probably not, but
they're starting Baker Mayfield.
And Mark Andrews is really good. So I'm Ethan can win. I'm picking Ethan.
The Panthers are starting Baker Mayfield.
Even better for the Ravens defense.
Are you sure about that, by the way?
I could have sworn. Maybe I read that they said I can't remember.
PJ started last week and they won, so I can't imagine them not starting him again.
Maybe it was like they said they're still not starting Baker or something like that.
Didn't they what, PJ?
I thought they benched PJ.
Not last. That was 2 weeks ago. Last week, PJ was the starter. They won. He played the whole game.
I'm a bad football fan.
Well,
I see something.
I'm a big PJ Walker fan personally because he was a Houston Oiler in the XFL, and even though he's not great, I love watching. I love the fact that he has a chance.
I think Ethan still pulls it out because DeAndre being projected 16 and Josh Jacobs projected 16 just seems so low to me. And Joe Burrow.
No, Josh Jacobs will probably score less than 16 points.
Yeah, I would think he would, honestly.
That's high for Josh Jacobs. But DeAndre Hopkins is going to make up for that, though. And Mark Andrews and the Ravens defense.
Yeah, Mark Andrews has been out for 2 weeks. Actually, 2.5 weeks.
You guys think Mark Andrews is just going to walk in and score a casual 15?
Yeah. Yeah.
If he's healthy, yes.
Okay.
That's Lamar Jackson's favorite target.
I understand. I don't disagree. I don't know. Coming off injury, you never know. He could be on a snap count or something like that.
Against Carolina, that's an easy call.
Well, yeah, but look at the other thing. They're playing Carolina. They don't even need him, and they'll win the game. So why would you get him out there?
That also worries me for Lamar.
To get re-hurt.
Help him get incentives. Help him get back out there. Stretch his legs.
That's fair.
Stretch his fingers, catching the ball.
Stretches.
I flipped a coin, so I have to justify my pick, Caleb.
No, that's a very good point, though. You're not wrong. Like, let him play in a game where it doesn't matter a lot, and just get him out there. That's fair.
I am picking Ethan not from a coin, but I generally think. I think Austin has too many players on the same team. I think that I hate playing like that.
And Kyle Pitts is a fucking anchor.
He's a fraud.
I think he's just like a magician. Like he has tricked, he swindled 95% of leagues into keeping him on a team, even though he's the 20th ranked tight end. Where no tight end is scoring points, and he's the 20th ranked one. Why the fuck is he on so many teams?
I'd say less, fam.
Solely because I think the Buffalo game is going to be a very low. If they do play that game in Buffalo in the snow, which there are talks that they move the game and everything like that too, but because of that, I think Ethan will win. If that was not the case, I would probably pick him. I would probably pick Austin if that wasn't the case. But I think Diggs and Davis could go for like a combined 15 to 20 points, if that.
Good.
Combined.
Like Garrett said, I think Pitts is just going to.
Yeah, Pitts could also have nothing.
I mean, honestly, I don't know why anyone would have any Falcons player.
And I think, this might be the Giants fan in me, but I think the Lions are going to be playing from behind, to be honest.
Yeah, but they've been playing from behind all year, and they still put up points. Like, the Lions are a fantasy gold mine this year.
But the Giants have actually a really good defense this year.
They have a decent defense. That's fair.
They have a decent rush defense. Pass defense is a little bad.
Well, those are two receiving backs. They both catch passes, especially Jamal.
Well, not when Amon-Ra's out there.
Or Swift. I don't know. I get them mixed up. I won't lie. Anyway, on to the next.
Yeah, we're all going Austin or Ethan, I think. Solid. Yeah. Caleb himself facing against Quan, man.
Is this the last one?
This is it.
This is it.
Quan needs defense.
He does. It's going to be a close projected game.
Kind of.
Oh, man, I hope Quan wins so bad.
I'm looking matchups.
I respect that.
I think Russell Wilson being projected 15 is low.
I think it's high.
Against Vegas, dude?
Also, mind you, Jerry Jeudy's hurt, and I have Cortland Sutton. So it's basically he's throwing to Sutton and Dulcich. Greg, whatever.
That is true. I forgot about that.
If he does have a big game, theoretically, I should have a pretty good game out of Sutton, who's been very disappointing this year.
But throws it to Latavius.
I also think Tony Pollard has just – I feel like he's proved himself. And the fact he's projected 9, I guess Minnesota's defense is good, but Tony Pollard's a pass-catching back. So if they're playing from behind, he's going to be in there.
Also, I know we all love Miles Sanders on this podcast.
I fucking hate Miles Sanders.
So that's an easy 20 right there.
I wouldn't even act for a second like I like that man.
Sanders has been serviceable this year. Like, he's done well. But Justin Jefferson, man.
I was gonna say, to me, this is what the game comes down to, in my opinion. Is Jefferson gonna go for 30 again, or is he gonna go for 3 again?
If they stop him, that's good for my defense, Caleb.
Well, they play Dallas, which is a good defense, so I'm leaning more towards the 3 side. I'm also
3 points.
Flipping it to my side. Let me just get your thoughts on this. I have Michael Pittman Jr. in. He has been kind of up and down, not super consistent. They play Philly, which is a good defense, also my defense. I'm really debating putting Tyler Boyd in over him.
Hear me out, Caleb. If we're using the Cordero Patterson logic, Pittman seems to have a good game, then a bad game, then a good game, then a bad game. And he's coming off a decent game.
Yeah. He had like 12, right? 11.
11. So, he's due for a bad one. But 11's also not a great game. So,
I would play Boyd, so I'm going to tell you to play Pittman.
I would also play Boyd because Pittsburgh defense is less.
Yeah, but
stout.
if you look at Boyd's numbers, 13-5, 26-5, 12, 29, 12-9, like he's sporadic. Basically, does he catch a touchdown or not?
Well, I will say the Colts are a new identity right now, so that might.
And that is also, you're looking at his Michael Pittman Jr.'s numbers. You have to remember, for some of those games, Matt Ryan was not in, and now Matt Ryan, I think, is going to be back in permanently.
I say roll with Pittman. That'd be my opinion.
Yeah, his 8-12-5 stretch, Matt Ryan was not in.
Yeah, dude, play Pittman. Yeah,
like I said, I just want your thoughts. I'm still figuring it out.
Quan does have T. Higgins in, so I don't know if that motivates you to play Boyd just to match him.
See, that honestly motivates me to play the other way because
because you're like, even if your guy takes the points,
I feel like they would both have decent games. So it's like I'd rather have the opposite because, like I said, the scariest thing right now is that I'm playing Justin Jefferson, and that guy could go for 35 points on any given week. He could also go for.
But he is playing against a really good defense.
He is. That is true.
Now, Pacheco has been looking real nice, and the Chargers defense is bad against the run. That man runs angry. Someone stole his lunch money.
Also, Carlson will probably go for like 20 plus because Denver does not give up very many touchdowns.
I think they're the highest red zone defense. I remember that being a stat I saw Sunday.
Like they allow the least amount of touchdowns in the red zone?
Yes. I'm glad you interpreted what I actually meant.
So field goals for days for Mr. Carlson.
Yeah. And I mean, Graham Gano, best kicker in the league.
He's going to have like 7 extra points this week.
I hope so. I'd love to see the Giants go 9-2. That'd be wild.
I don't know. I don't think
you guys are gonna beat the.
Yeah, you guys will win against the Lions. I think. I'm not as scared as I think Garrett is, but I am nervous that I've fought this hard to come back, and then no offense to Quan, I lose to a team like Quan who's out of the playoffs and doesn't have a necessarily great team, and I just blow it.
Dick move.
I'm saying
one
this.
Team is trash, so I'm picking Caleb.
I'm saying this with my heart and not my head. Juan's my pick.
Hey, I respect it. I'm gonna pick myself.
I respect that also. I have ridden the Quan train many times.
Actually, it'd be really embarrassing if you lost to the second worst team in the league. So,
you know what would be crazier than all of us winning is if all of us lost. We're still battling, but now we're all just like, fuck, my team sucks.
I know my team sucks. That's why I'm worried about losing to like a not real team, someone who's not trying.
I really hate my rest of my season. I really do. It's a hard fought. I at least get Travis one of the games. But man, if he gets his team back to full strength, I'm a little nervous.
What is we got to because all three of us play Travis. So what's his other game? I feel like that kind of matters, honestly.
Let me see if I can find this here.
I can pull it up pretty quick because I was looking at it earlier. So Travis plays Garrett, Blake, Austin, and me.
Oh my gosh,
we all four in our division get that Travis game.
Why?
I've been looking forward to this fucking Travis game all year, and now it's like it means.
It basically means don't fuck up.
To lose to him. God damn it.
So I will say, here's the thing: Austin has been the only one that's lost to him. It's Austin that lost to him. So,
is it really?
Yeah, look, it's right there, 108 to 88.
You're right. It is Austin. Wow.
He almost beat Phillip.
Wow.
That would have been great.
And, I mean, he did put up a fight in the week 2 where he scored 126 points. Yeah. Well, that's the one you were talking about.
That was he
also almost beat Ethan.
He's only broke 100 twice. Yeah, he almost beat Ethan. Ethan had a bad week against him.
That's crazy because I mean that would have flipped the script. It truly would have. But I will say Caleb, depending what happens, like I feel like Garrett, you're getting him at the best spot because his team's still got a lot of question marks, like a lot of questionables.
Yeah, but my team is dog shit though.
Well, I'm feeling like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are going to be more healthy next week, the following week, and the week after that for Caleb, me, and Austin.
Fucking you. I hope so.
I don't know. Travis's team is kind of it's supposed to be the easy team. So, man, if we lose those, that's just a kick in the dick.
Did I picked me, right? Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I did.
I'm beating the fuck out of Quan. Let's be real here.
It'd be really embarrassing if you lost.
I'm completing the division sweep this week.
The Queen sweep.
I said at the beginning of the year that our division was tougher, and the records don't necessarily totally reflect that. But I'm beating everyone in that division at least once. And all I got to do is beat Quan to say that is true.
Well,
also, to be fair, they have a 1-9 team and a 2-8 team. And then we have a 3-7 as our worst record. But they also have the best record. So, and the second best record.
This is a really good year. I think this is one of our better years, closeness wise.
Like, it's actually really competitive. There's not one person that's going away with it. There's two. Well, really, there's just one bad team.
There's one. There's one awful team, and there's two teams that have had some
bad luck,
misfortune, and then there's a bunch of us that are just like battling it out, and then there's Nellis.
It's gonna make it, like I said, it's gonna make it easy or really interesting at the end of the season, and things might be said, hurtful, terrible things.
And you apologize now.
No, I'm not. I would never apologize. I'm just saying, be prepared for.
Fair enough.
Just like
I do think
toughen up, rub some dirt on it.
If any of us lose this week, well, Caleb, I guess you're in a better spot. But like, if Garrett and me lose this week, that's going to be hard to come back from for us.
If Garrett loses this week, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, because that is true. Because if you get a game
Garrett
ahead of
has the Travis bye.
Yes,
that's what makes that tough.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of pressure on me. I'm gonna need to put some work in this week. Also, I think some soul searching. I think we're gonna have to meditate, pray,
whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go to church.
Praise the Lord.
Right now, beating Travis is by far the most important thing in my life. There's nothing else that even comes close.
Complete side note, but it is wild to me that playoff percentage wise, just more examples of why the playoff percentage thing is just ridiculous. That in our division, I'm at 73, and then Steve, who's technically above me right now, is at 58, and then Garrett's at 55, Austin 38, Blake 31. When I feel like basically all five of us have pretty much the exact same chance of winning the league to making the wild card to missing the playoffs completely. Like,
actually, that gives me more respect for the percentage, the fact that you're higher than Steve, because it's like taking account that Steve's team is terrible.
I don't have any respect for the percentage. It gave me a 6% chance. All right, fuck that percentage.
Use that now. I can't. I'm too high. I don't deserve that much percentage points.
I think it takes into account who has to play who. Like it knows certain people have to win or lose against each other and all that bullshit.
I'll give Caleb the comeback player of the year so far.
I think that is obvious. But it does not matter if I don't make the playoffs.
That's true.
Really, it doesn't matter if I don't win. Who cares if I make the play? I mean, making the playoffs is step one, but I don't want to make the playoffs and lose first round again like I did last year.
No, dude, if you make the playoffs after starting like 1-4, that's insane, dude.
Doesn't matter.
A feat.
I'll get you like a little trophy.
That's you like play to win the game.
Have you never won?
Yeah, a bunch of winners in this call, except for one loser.
Except for the only one that is at 6-4 right now.
Damn, got us there.
The past doesn't matter, boys. All that matters is right now.
You're not wrong. That is a very true statement.
No, I think the only thing that matters is getting your name on that fucking trophy. And
Garrett's 100% right. Like, I could win it once and never win again, and at least I can be like, hey, I'm on there.
Yeah, CD's nuts would be on there, or running up that hill. Garrett, do you really want running up that hill? I guess that would be like the song of the year.
Fucking dude, I came up with that name like in 30 seconds. I would change it to something more majestic, but it's been working fine.
I would love for CD's nuts, Caleb Austin, to be on that trophy forever.
I respect CD's nuts. I like that name.
I mean, my name now is better than the name that I have on there right now.
It's also better than Grayson's name and any name Philly has come up with all year.
Well, I think Philip's name is also from last year.
Also, yeah, Philip's been slipping under the radar. Philip's name is shit because it's not that great, and he's had it for a long time.
I think he's had it for 3 years. We might have to go do some.
I would like to apologize slightly to Grayson. Still change your name, but Philip, you're in the same boat. Change your name, dude. Come up with something.
I'm looking right now.
Steven's team's terrible. His name's terrible. I mean,
can we don't really have time for it right now, but next week, let's prepare.
No,
throw it in the recap. Let's rank team names.
Okay, I like that. Philip's team name last year was Mind Goblin D's Nuts.
It's going to be hard to decide who has like the absolute worst name.
I mean, it's between Grayson and Philly for me. Probably. Actually, I don't know. I hate them so much.
I think it's going to be easy to decide the winning name, but we'll save that for next week.
Team name 2 years ago was Cuatro Quesos Dos Fritos.
It's a psych reference.
But yeah, Philip's name last year was Mind Goblin These Nuts. So it was not too easy.
Oh, I respectfully, your name still sucks, but at least it's not an old name that sucks.
I don't know what his name was before that. I mean, he might not have been in the league before that. The Clown King, is that him?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was Clown King, which I think we were big into clowning that year. So I
think that was the year that clowns were out creeping.
All right. Is this the end of it?
This is the end of it, yeah. Now we're talking about bullshit stuff.
All right, boys.
But I'm dead serious. We should rank names next week.
Rank names. We also did our hot takes because we suck.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Titans blow out the Packers tomorrow night. 10 plus points. They're 3-point underdogs for the record.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Oh gosh, now I'm stuck in 2022.
Yes, I already bet the money line on the Titans because they're gonna win.
I'm just.
Let me write these down as we throw them out. You better hurry. We only got a few minutes left.
I mean, I hate to do it. Oh man.
I think this is crazy. I think there's huge upsets in our division. Caleb.
That's a very vague statement.
And Garrett both take L's this week. While I take a win. A dominant win. A dominant win over Philly.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'll do it. Colts beat Eagles. Straight up. Money line.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, coach of the year.
If we're going to NFL, my NFL hot take.
Nah, you only get one. You decided yours, which is very wrong, but that's okay.
Yeah, dog shit. Dog shit hot take.
I would like to say that probably the opposite happens. Me and Garrett both win and you lose, but,
That's why it's a hot
take. Boy!
To each their own.
I don't even know if that's a hot take.
All right, well, we're running out of time, boys.
We are.
Doses.